Alright, hello and welcome. This is going to be a GBO2 video, or excuse me, a Gundam Evolution video, talking about why Gundam Evolution sort of failed, in my opinion, and its closure. So, Gundam Evolution has come out, and it came out in September of 2022, and came out on consoles on November 29th, 2022. That's an important date because they've paralleled that on November 29th, 2023 with its closure date. So it will have lasted an exact year on console and 14 months on PC. Now, why is Gundam Evolution shutting down? The reason why is because of a lack of player base and its esport. So, Gundam Evolution is a game that is an FPS. As you see on screen, the Barbados was included. There were various mobile suits that were included as either, a base set of mobile suits that you got as soon as you got the game, or mobile suits that you had to purchase with capital. Now, this is a harsh thing, as unfortunately, being a free-to-play game, of course, you need to have some grindable currency to get mobile suits that you needed to play with. The second thing was it had an identity crisis. It was basically Overwatch in a Gundam's body, or Overwatch in a Gundam coat. So, unfortunately, it had the same syndrome of having a main attack, a sub-attack, like either, Barbados dropping its mace or doing a jump and doing a slam down with its mace as a, first or second ability, and its ultimate ability, which every mobile suit had, which can vary from either healing your teammates and buffing them up, sort of a la Mercy from Overwatch, or you could have an effect where you were able to use the Barbados' sword in its sixth form, use its sword to slash opponents and move 1, 2, 3 slashes to deal a massive amount of damage. So, Gundam Evolution had those things with those mobile suits. Why am I saying Gundam Evolution failed? The reason why, player base 1, capital, and 3 was just in general, it had an identity crisis. Now, why else do I think it failed? And that's the elephant in the room. What else is it? It's GBO2. It's GBO2. GBO2 is a Gundam game that is right on top at the moment for live service Gundam games. It has been in the service for 5 years, since 2018, and it's been chugging ever since. I unfortunately got in on the back end, currently in 2023, to play it, and let's just say I've had a blast ever since I've started. So, again, GBO2, if you do not know, is a third-person shooter. Not a first-person shooter, a third-person shooter with mobile suits that has way more grounded combat. Now, what I mean by grounded is with Gundam Evolution, you can use a thruster to move your mobile suits, and, they'd float around, or you can hover with them and float around. Whereas in GBO2, they have weight to them. So when you use a thruster and you boost forward, what happens is on the ground, your mobile suit will ground and stop for a second before it gets back up and you can use more thruster. Or in space, if you use a mobile suit with the on-box system, if you move in the direction with the mobile suit that you are dashing with, you won't have that stagger that you have on the ground, and you'll just comfortably, smoothly move on. So there are nuances to the movement. Also, the fact that the mobile suits actually have ammo and or overheats for certain abilities. Like, for example, the Domtropin you see on screen has a gigantic beam saber that's able to take out of its back and use, but once you use it and you use the downswing, you have to move with the thrusters to gain control again, or with the beam bazooka that it uses, or the regular bazooka that it uses, once it runs out of ammo, it has to overheat, or it's in an overheat state where it's reloading, and you cannot use that ability. I know I got into a lot of GBO2's mechanics, but in general, in my opinion, GBO2 was the reason that Gundam Evolution is gone, is because the fact that GBO2 was doing so good, and they want to focus on one general, Gundam game to focus on for a live service aspect. So, again, if you did enjoy this video, you can, of course, leave a comment, subscribe, even if it was a little bit longer. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye!